Yo, what's going on guys, it's Cynnnical, and today for you guys I've got a Ratchet and Clank video for you dudes. It's been a little while since we last talked about Ratchet and Clank for PlayStation 4 here on the channel, and today for you guys I've got some news and information talking about the release dates, and on top of that a pointer towards the continuation of the game on the PlayStation 4, perhaps future sequels and whatnot. Now, quickly, I just have to say, big respect goes out to Insomniac Games for them continuing this beloved childhood video game franchise. I absolutely love Ratchet and Clank with all my heart. It's a game that is in amongst those other childhood games like Sly Raccoon, Jak and Daxter, Spyro, Crash. And it's sad to see that those games didn't really continue all that forward, or at least in the way that we wanted those games to continue. But yeah, massive respects goes out to Insomniac Games for even to this day still continuing and thriving the Ratchet and Clank franchise. Awesome work, guys. So today for you guys I got some news, so let's start off with the release dates. So there has been a bit of an update with the release dates and stuff. Now it's a little bit disappointing to see that this game actually isn't going to be getting a simultaneous worldwide release. That kind of stuff does sort of annoy me, where releases in a country and then perhaps a week later it releases in a lot of other countries. With video games, I always felt as if they should just release all at once, so everyone is happy, But anyway, North America is going to be getting the game April 12th, 2016, of course. France will then receive the game on April 15th, and everywhere else in the PAL region, so Australia, New Zealand, and anywhere else in the PAL region, will receive the game April 20th. So unfortunately for me, living in New Zealand, I have to wait until April 20th. But most of you guys will be getting the game April 12th, so that's absolutely fantastic. I haven't actually seen any information on the Asian release date or anything like that. I don't know if it's out, who really knows, but those are the current known release dates as of right now. Now we also have some news and information pointing towards sequels for Ratchet and Clank on the PlayStation 4. This is the news that it reads: the first installment of Ratchet and Clank for PlayStation 4 will tell a new version of the origin story. Many of you will remember. It features modern Ratchet and Clank controls, new planets, new and improved gameplay, all new boss fights, new flight sequences, and much, much more. Now what we are looking at here in this little mini paragraph thing is the very, very first thing that it says: the first installment of Ratchet and Clank for PlayStation 4. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but that really is kind of telling me that there is going to be other installments of Ratchet and Clank for the PlayStation 4. We of course know that this Ratchet and Clank is a reimagining of the very first game, so Chairman Drek, he's back, a lot of the very original first kind of planets, they're returning. They look a little bit different of course, but they are still there, and whatnot. It's essentially Ratchet and Clank 1 changed and mixed up a bit. Sort of the lore and the way the story progresses is set up a little bit differently, and one obvious factor that kind of contributes to that is the fact that Dr. Nefarious is actually in this game as well as in the movie, which is one thing that kind of did confuse me. I mean, it's one thing to kind of change how the story goes and what happens and stuff like that, but the fact that they're including a character that isn't meant to be introduced until Ratchet and Clank 3 into the first game and into the movie is a little bit confusing. Of course, Dr. Nefarious isn't actually a robot in here. He is a quote-unquote squishy. He is an alien now. So yeah, that's one thing that really did kind of surprise me. It is interesting nonetheless though, and of course, Insomniac Games, they do want to change how the story is derived from the original, so I suppose it's not too much of a big deal. But it is going to be interesting to see the sequels to Ratchet and Clank and to see where the story goes from the first game that we are going to be receiving on the PlayStation 4. It'll be interesting to see if Insomniac Games perhaps maybe follows what happens in Ratchet and Clank 2 Going Commando for the PlayStation 2. But who really knows, that's all future stuff that is waiting to happen. It's just good to know that this game is not too long away, and I do actually have plans to do a playthrough or a let's play of this game on my second channel. So if you guys haven't already checked that out, Cynnnical Gaming is in the description below. I suggest you guys check that out if you want to see let's plays and stuff from me. Otherwise guys, super exciting stuff. Are you excited for Ratchet and Clank on PlayStation 4? Let me know in the comment section below, and until next time guys, I'll catch you later. Peace.